What if I told you that Google isn't the smartest way to research anymore? I gave 5 of the biggest AI search engines the exact same research challenges, from breaking AI news to scientific papers and product comparisons, to see if any of them could actually beat Google. Some completely changed how I search online. One only makes sense if you are already living inside a specific ecosystem. And by the end, one tool kept winning for a reason I didn't expect. Before you search for anything else, watch this first. For this test, every AI search engine had to complete the exact same 5 research challenges. That way the comparison is as fair as possible. The first challenge was simple but important. Summarize the latest AI news with accurate sources. This is something millions of people search for every day, and it's where AI search should really shine. The first tool I tested was Perplexity AI. If you have been following AI recently, you have probably heard its name everywhere, and after using it myself, I understand why. I asked Perplexity to summarize the latest AI developments and include reliable sources. Within seconds, it generated a clean summary with clickable citations from multiple trusted websites. Instead of opening 10 browser tabs and comparing articles myself, everything was organized into one easy to read answer. What impressed me the most wasn't just the speed, it was the transparency. Every major claim linked back to its source, making it much easier to verify the information instead of simply trusting the AI. That's something every good research tool should do. But while Perplexity was excellent for finding and organizing information, I started wondering, could another AI search engine actually explain that information even better? That's exactly what I tested next. For this test, I wanted something more challenging. Instead of just finding information, I wanted the AI to explain a complicated topic in a way that anyone could understand. So I asked the same question to ChatGPT Search. Explain quantum computing like I am 15 years old and use the latest information from the web. This is where ChatGPT really stood out. Instead of giving me a list of facts, it explained the concept step by step using simple language, real world examples, and the conversational style that felt like a teacher rather than a search engine. When I asked follow-up question, it remembered the conversation and built on its previous answers instead of starting over. That made me learning feel much more natural than jumping between different websites. However, I noticed one important difference. While ChatGPT Search can include web sources, it doesn't always present citations as clearly or as consistently as Perplexity. So if I am doing serious research where every source matters, I would still lean towards Perplexity. But if my goal is to actually understand a topic, ChatGPT Search is incredibly impressive. At this point, I thought I already knew which tool would win. Then I tested something I would never use before, and it completely changed my expectations. The third AI search engine was Genspark, and honestly, I didn't expect much from it at first. But after using it, I realized this isn't trying to be another Google or another ChatGPT. It's built for a completely different kind of research. Instead of simply answering my question, I asked Genspark to research the best laptops for students under $1,000. Rather than giving me one short response, it started gathering information from multiple sources, comparing specifications, organizing the results, and building a detailed research report automatically. It felt less like using a search engine and more like having a personal research assistant doing the hard work for me. Of course, that deeper research comes with a trade-off. It takes longer than ChatGPT Search or Perplexity because it's analyzing and organizing much more information before giving you an answer. If you just need a quick fact, it's probably not the fastest option. But if you have researching something important like buying a laptop, planning a business project, or comparing expensive products, Genspark can save an incredible amount of time by doing the heavy research for you. By now, I had 3 very different winners. One was best for citations, one was best for learning, and one was best for deep research. But I still had 2 more tools to test, and the next one surprised me for a completely different reason. The fourth AI search engine I tested was Microsoft Copilot. At first, I thought it would be very similar to ChatGPT, but once I started using it inside the Microsoft ecosystem, I realized that's exactly where it shines. I gave Copilot the same laptop research challenge I gave Genspark. Find the best laptop for students under $1,000. But this time, right inside Word. Instead of just answering, it pulled information from the web and helped me organize it straight into a document ready to edit and share. Imagine you are working on a school assignment, a business report, or even a presentation. Instead of switching between multiple apps, Copilot can help you research information, summarize documents, organize ideas, and even build a presentation all without leaving Microsoft soon. If you already use Windows or Microsoft 365 every day, that convenience can save a surprising amount of time. But if you are not already living inside Microsoft ecosystem, Copilot doesn't really offer anything you can't get from the other tools on this list. Its biggest strength only shows up if you are already using Word, Excel or Outlook daily. That left one more search engine and it turned out to be nothing like the others. The fifth and the final tool I tested was Kage, and this one was completely different from everything else. Kage doesn't try to overwhelm you with flashy AI features. Instead, it focuses on one thing, giving you cleaner, higher quality search results without ads or SEO spam getting in the way. For its challenge, I searched for the best noise cancelling headphones under $200. The same kind of buying guide search millions of people do every day. The result felt much more focused without the usual wall of sponsored posts and affiliate stuff articles you would get on Google. It's a premium subscription based service, so it won't be for everyone. If you are used to free tools, that alone might be a deal breaker. But if you spend hours researching online every week, it's worth knowing it exists. After testing all 5 AI search engines, one thing became very clear. There isn't a single tool that's the best at everything. But there was one tool I kept coming back to again and again, and that's the one I would recommend to almost anyone. Here is why. After testing all 5 AI search engines, if I had to recommend just one for most people, it would be Perplexity AI. It consistently gave fast answers, cited its sources clearly, and made researching almost effortless. And here is the part that actually surprised me. It wasn't the tool with the flashiest features or the most impressive demo. Genspark and Copilot were both more capable in their own lanes. Perplexity won because it was the one I trusted the most every single time without having to double check it. But here is the biggest lesson from this experiment. You don't actually need to replace Google. You need to know when to use each tool. If you want the best explanations, use ChatGPT Search. For deep research, Genspark is incredibly powerful. If you work inside Microsoft every day, Copilot makes sense. And if you want a cleaner search experience without ads, Kage is worth a look. AI search isn't replacing Google overnight, but it's changing how we find information fast than most people realize. If you learned something new today, leave a like, subscribe to Mr. Faisal for more practical AI tools every week, and let me know in the comments which AI search engine would you actually switch to. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.